The FireDawgs are a student wildland firefighting crew that started in 2010, about when some of our students spontaneously responded to a wildfire that they saw happening at a state park. And they were trained to respond to that. And since then, the school's seen the benefit in continuing that relationship and just joined together as a team for camaraderie and for the good of the public.
A lot of it starts off with a lot of, in-classroom work, just going over the basic safety, making sure we understand everything that, that will be required of us and how to all the proper proceedings of fire, the danger of fires and stuff like that. We've been going out recently this month, going out into the field and trying to do burns and stuff like that, get that real hands-on experience. But before that, we had to do a lot of online stuff, so it was very labor intensive, just typing on that computer, going through the modules and stuff with the FEMA training and stuff like that. And later this year in June, we'll be doing our pack test, getting out there and actually training for it, doing our burns this summer and stuff like that.
We're really just wildland fire crew receiving training to help local landowners or people in our area with prescribed burning, or even just natural disaster cleanups, whatnot. If there's a tornado or anything, we'll be able to utilize our chainsaw ability skills or whatever we have to be able to help out around the community. So we're really just an active student-led organization. We'll travel from here to Tuskegee, even south, or even out towards Decatur, trying to find training opportunities to do prescribed burning and get more boots on the ground. We're actually doing a prescribed burn training. So we're gonna start little spot fires and utilize our water hose to suppress those fires.
They went out and laid out our main site where we'll be starting from. And then we pretty much have the area plotted out, we all sit around during our briefing, looking at it on a map, understanding where that wind's going, if the terrain's gonna affect that, what the cloud mixing is gonna look like and everything like that. Just making sure we have a complete cover of everything that's gonna happen today and what could happen and how can we handle that.
Today we did some grass fire suppression using our water pump and a side-by-side. So we lit small spots of fire, similar to what might be encountered in the real world, the cigarettes flicked out on the side of the road or whatnot. And then we attacked it, and with students that some of them were getting their first experience on our water pump. So that sometimes showed, but we made a few mistakes, but those were the best because no harm came of it, and we learned a lot there. I'm a big believer in prescribed fire, good fire, as it were. A lot of our plants and animals in the Southeast, they've evolved with fire. They need fire. And that's something we just don't provide anymore because we put every fire out and we don't even let the natural fires are much less likely to get started. So we teach fire ecology here as well. And they get to see, obviously, firefighting's focused on our adversarial side with fire, but we also get to see the beneficial side of fire. And they learn about that and how to apply prescribed fire safely. The Fire Consortium started, I believe it was 2018, but COVID kind of delayed the liftoff of the program. We are in our third year of operating now. So we've had 2 years, 2 cohorts. We partner with other HBCUs across the Southeast, and that's Southern University, Florida A&M University, Tuskegee, and of course us, Alabama A&M. And we bring our students together for trainings and meetings 3 times during the year. We learn firefighting. We also just enjoy each other's company too. But it may evolve for them into a student wildland firefighting team like Alabama A&M has, which would be awesome for their schools because they also have land that they manage and they can do prescribed fire and be ready. It's providing kind of a benefit to the community. We need more wildland firefighters. The Fire Consortium is funded by a generous grant from the Forest Service. It's Region 8 Fire and Aviation Unit out of Atlanta. And they recognize that Alabama A&M, as well as several other HBCUs, are really the pipeline for diversity to the Forest Service.
I've always loved nature, and finally getting into a major that involved that has been really, really fun. So I've been trying to take any opportunity I can to learn more about it or find other ways to work into it. So I want to really become that jack of all trades. So whatever a an area or a forest needs, I'll be able to meet that need. And so I met Jeremy. I heard that the Fire Consortium was an available thing that I could do. I wrote my essay and I was accepted into it.
I like the outdoors, so being able to just be out here, and then the fire aspect, that was something that was new to me. So, I mean, I got my first taste on an actual wildfire, just like doing mop-up duty, but with that, it just opened my eyes to all the possibilities, and then learning how fire benefits the environment and whatnot. And as a forester, you need to know how to work with fire to better, I guess, utilize your landscapes.
You know, the benefits that forestry provide are really trying to enhance what we already rely on the forest to do, which is to provide clean water, clean air, forest products. We build our homes out of forest products, paper products, packaging, cardboard, right? And so foresters, the field of forestry is just trying to enhance that. Of course, home for wildlife, and we learn how to provide products for society while also protecting our water quality, our streams, our fish, and our animals and plants.
You can't simply just learn one thing and fix everything. You gotta be multifaceted.
The certification they'll receive is a Firefighter Type 2 certification, which is basic wildland firefighting, which means after they complete this program, they can join a wildland firefighting team, and they are recognized that they have the skills to safely fight fire.
After I graduate, I hope to become a registered forester and still be able to keep my Type 2 wildland firefighter training and certifications. So with that, working within the Forest Service or working out west in a fire season, I'm pretty much open to everything, but I do plan to, I work with a group called the Fire Generation Collaborative. So we are a group of young fire practitioners to where we are here to get the younger generation involved in wildland fire and fire policy. So working with them, sticking within the Forest Service or wherever I can go to utilize my skills with prescribed burning, wildland fire training, or as a registered forester.
My end goal, I'd love to be like a wildlife husbandry specialist, dealing in animal relocation, rehabilitation, care, rearing, stuff like that. My dream would really be to bring back a species if possible.
We are the only HBCU general forestry program in the nation. So, you know, I think those that are looking to go to the HBCU, we are the place to go to get a forestry degree.
If you love the forest, if you really want to get out there in the forest, boots on the ground, I think it's a program that everybody should give a try to if they can.
For all the high school seniors, come to Alabama A&M. I mean, we get boots on the ground, we get training, it's real fun, and we have a good time.